Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we got some good old hero. Hey, the Twitter police are trying to cancel these VTubers because, of course, they are. Why wouldn't they? They always try to cancel VTubers.
So you guys might have heard about this situation with the VTuber Kirsch, in which a journalist named Anna decided to go after Kirsch, writing an article for Vice about Kirsch. A number of things.
It bothers me the way he pronounces the name, and I feel like it's intentional. I feel like he does it intentionally.
A sponsor of Kirsch's, and I say that loosely, ended up dropping Kirsch shortly after, to which it seems like the sponsor was doing this in reaction to the Vice article. Now, the reason
it's even a Vice article.
From what I've seen on the internet, it looks like Kirsch was doing a lot more for that so-called sponsor and their game, because that's what the product is, it's a game, than they were doing for her.
Well, I mean, she was constantly streaming it and promoting it up the ass without them paying her, so to be fair, she was doing a whole lot more for that game than they actually made her do.
That's a very quick TLDR of the situation. But it seems like Vice isn't done there, because Vice is still very upset. Today we have another Vice journalist now writing an article about not just Kirsch, but also including VTuber Leaflit here too. And this is
let's go. I mean, let's go. We love it. Leaflit controversy. Who would have fucking thought? From Vice?
From like outlets where some AI is writing a bunch of slop and posting like dozens of slop articles a day. But like I said, this
I could probably get AI to write better slop than them.
Is even lazier than the slop articles out there. Like, that's actually impressive. How are you that bad at writing an article? Let's take a look. So we're here on Vice. The article titled "Waypoint stands with Anna Valens." Waypoint, to my understanding, is like Vice's gaming division, which is pretty pathetic in of itself. Oh my gosh, yeah, Vice is gonna have great takes about gaming, I'm sure. But here's an example of what Waypoint's coming out with. Here we go. So they say, for the necessary full context, please read Anna's piece on the harrowing and continuing harassment she's been facing. She's much better at properly articulating the
harrowing and continued harassment. You mean being called out for producing slop and just straight up lying to people? That's harassment. Being fact-checked is apparently harassment now. Meanwhile, literally not even a few months ago, they were losing their fucking minds because no one was going to be able to fact-check shit on X and whatnot. The misinformation was going to be spread. But when they get fact-checked, oh, all of a sudden it's harassment. Rules for thee, but not for me type shit. Holy fuck. The egos that these people have is insane. Vice has just plummeted.
The full scope of everything she's going through, but I'll sum it up. Anna is being attacked for simply asking questions about certain areas of the VTubing community, which she's an active part of. What began as asking about Vialure's stances on trans creators working for them spiraled into a full-blown hate campaign once Anna started questioning why prominent VTuber Kirsch was being promoted and represented by gamer subs.
Oh my god, dude.
Worrying red flags. So really quick,
this is how I can tell they don't know anything about the people who own Gamer Subs. Like, Gamer Subs is owned by Smitty and a whole bunch of other content creators. If you don't know who Smitty is or his type of fucking humor, you're a fucking idiot if you think he gives two shits about what someone says about trans people. You're a dumbass. They're friends with people like Swagger Souls, Vanos, and Soup. You think they give two shits? Fucking Soup, the Goon Squad? You think they give two fucks? No.
Additional context.
Holy shit.
That Anna is getting that, of course, Dwayne isn't going to mention here. And that is how people are criticizing Anna over a clip in which Anna was speaking and advocating for extremely explicit non-consensual acts to be happening to women. And so people are like, this is one of the last people that should be And on top of that, this person actually is working for Vice, and they're like, how is Vice okay with this? And Vice isn't saying anything about it so far that I've seen.
Because Vice is a garbage company nowadays.
Defending Anna, and once again, conveniently leaving this part out. Asmon's got a very brief clip on his Clips channel talking about this very thing and giving some additional context, so I'm going to play a portion of that, and then we'll get back to Vice's new article.
In the future, there are a number of institutions that emerge. If you are a trans girl, you can go ahead and sign up for a reservation slot to an...
Hold up. Let me move myself real quick so y'all can see his fucking face.
all-day access. Can go ahead if you
just look at his face.
Trans girl, you can go ahead and sign up for a reservation slot to an all-day access to one of many breeding facilities where you get to breed the shit out of that cis girl. You can absolutely.
This is the person who wrote the article that caused this VTuber to lose this sponsorship.
Asmongold goes on to discuss.
That is a wild fucking take for someone to have. Yeah, that's wild, especially from the people that are like, don't objectify women. Women are more than just breeding cows. And here you have straight from the horse's mouth. She's like, treat women like breeding cows. If you're trans, treat these cis women like they're nothing but breeding cows. Oh, the irony. What's that I smell in the air? It's the stench of hypocrisy. I love it so much. Let's get back into it.
This person does advocating for these non-consensual explicit acts to happen to women.
Fucking wild, dude.
It's like even much worse than that. It goes on and on. But yeah, we're not going to be playing any more of that. Just understand that's some of the context, but what you heard there is only the tip of the iceberg, really. So we left off here where this Vice article goes on to talk about Anna writing this article about Kirsch, and then getting backlash for it. Continuing, they say,
good.
Since then, Anna
they deserve it.
Vitriol from nearly every corner of the internet. For the sake of everyone's sanity, I refuse to give those people power by explicitly naming them.
People out here be like, oh, they don't deserve it. They don't spread the hate. Fuck that. Spread the hate. They deserve it. You just heard what that fucking bitch said now. Fuck her. Put her on blast. Spread the hate. She doesn't deserve to work at this fucking place. And fuck Vice for even having her still working there. Like what? She literally said women belong in breeding camps to be just bred by trans women. That is the most wild fucking statement on the planet that I have ever fucking heard. And I have heard some crazy fucking shit. I've said some crazy fucking shit. But holy fuck, I have never said something remotely close to let's take women's rights away and just have them there to be bred. Like, what? That is just fucking insane. No, fuck that bitch. She deserves all the hate she's getting.
Y'all won't be receiving that satisfaction here. Instead, I'm going to let everyone have a little sampler of what's been going on for the past week or so. And this is
great.
This article being exceptionally lazy. There's 3 total examples here. 3 examples. I'm not going to
oh no, the struggles of a privileged white woman.
You never know sometimes how sensitive that thing may or may not be. Given the clip I already played earlier, which is disgusting enough, but like the first example here is a DM someone got on Reddit, but they removed the name of the person who sent it and the name of the person who got it.
Wait, what?
In the screenshot 1 second ago. So who sent this? Who got it? And 1 second ago, so whoever sent this is probably just sending it to themselves and like taking a screenshot of it.
Yeah.
This article or something. Pathetic evidence. The second screenshot is a
faked evidence,
quoting something Sam Hyde said that involves some explicit stuff that I'm not going to show. Once again, we already got enough of that.
All right.
Video. And the third screenshot I will show, and that is this thumbnail.
Let's go.
And the picture editor made this thumbnail.
I saw this fucking thumbnail. I didn't click on the video. I just saw this thumbnail and I thought nothing of it, by the way. I was like scrolling just past fucking YouTube on my phone to just have there in the background as I like make food or some shit, as you do. And I saw this thumbnail and I was just like, huh. And I just scroll past it. Like I didn't think much of it. And here we have a full blown fucking article about this. Oh my God. It's so fucking hilarious.
Why are you including this? It's supposed to be showing from the backlash that Anna's getting, and they randomly include this thumbnail from Leaflit that has literally nothing to do with Anna at all.
Or the video.
The first tweet didn't either. And that Reddit, like I said, it doesn't show who it's from, who it's...
They're just trying to project Leaflit as like some type of racist, which she's not. at all. Which is funny because they'll probably try to project Leaflit as like some white supremacist, which she's not. She's not white, to my knowledge. She's Asian. So it's just like, what they're, oh my god, dude, they're fighting an uphill battle on rollerblades. That's what they're doing, and they're wondering why they're just not progressing up the hill and why they're still at the bottom. And it's the dumbest shit in the world, but it's so funny to watch as well, because it's like, if you have more than just 2 fucking brain cells, you know that this is obviously just clickbait thumbnail to get instant clicks. And then, you know, once the high of the video dies down, you switch it to a different one. A lot of people do that. Fucking Leaflit even explained what this thumbnail was. It's like one of 3 that they had that they uploaded, and they see which one generates the most clicks, and that's the one that they use for a while, and then she switches it out. But I guess people just can't seem to use their fucking brains. Huh, like, it's baffling.
1 second ago, it looks like they sent to themselves. Like, this evidence is some of the laziest stuff, and that's why at the beginning I also said that this is like worse than AI slop article. How do you do worse than AI slop, bro?
Laziness.
Framing here on Leaflit's thumbnail too. Like, I'll play some of Leaflit's video and you can see what she had to say about this. But like, they're just trying to make Leaflit look terrible here. Basically, they're trying to imply things about Leaflit that are not true, because what this really is Leaflit reacting to a video. She didn't make the thumbnail. Like, that's someone else's thumbnail. It's just Leaflit put on the thumbnail for her react video.
That's her thumbnail artist's thumbnail.
And we'll talk more about that in a second. But Vice goes on and says, so here's the deal. Anna's ongoing plight has reached critical mass. The people advocating for Anna, anyone belonging to the LGBTQIA plus communities, and any other marginalized groups to endlessly suffer.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Evidence of that. That's only one part of a truly disgusting equation. The other, equally important part is, why are clear, unambiguous bigots and racists allowed major platforms? Why are they given sponsorships and brand deals? Because we can bicker back and forth online all day, but at the end of the day, the likes of YouTube, Twitch, and every other notable space that allows this to thrive and fester, those are the ones forced to come out and say, yes.
I can tell you why. It's because we don't filter shit. We don't sit here and pick and choose. We're objective based. We look at everything from an objective standpoint, and we don't have anyone that we need to like please. That's why you don't like us, and that's why we thrive. Like, shit, it's that simple. We're not held by some corporate filter to only say positive things about certain things or only say negative things about negative things. We're allowed to express ourselves freely. That's why that's why they get these brand deals. I'm not going to say we, who the fuck am I? No one. But that's why people like, Hero Hey or Leaflit or fucking Smugglana get these brand deals and these sponsors and shit like that, because they speak their minds, and that's what the people want. They don't want corporate slop.
Yes, this is the kind of content we want, and we will see this from going forward. So what's your comment on that clip of Anna talking about those terrible things?
Yeah.
Nothing? You fine with that?
Rules for thee, but not for me.
Bigots, I don't have the time to address you directly. Reason won't work with you. You're all lost causes. But I know that Anna and myself as a black man wants every notable platform from games journalism. Notable in games journalism. I don't think that really goes hand in hand, but okay. To the games industry and every other major media company, own your stance. You will not be allowed to sit on the fence any longer. Either you reprimand and punish the bigotry, racism, and hatred, or you come out and admit that's exactly the audience and legacy you want.
Okay, so why aren't you reprimanding Anna's clear racism and bigotry? Huh? Why aren't you doing that? You should start by leading by example, you know? Lead by example, purge your own before you demand that others conform to your own ideology. Just a thought.
Time for games is over. Twiddling your thumbs and pretending it isn't there isn't sufficient. Sure, it's Anna today, but after the LGBTQI+ issue has been dealt with among that crowd, it'll be the Browns, which is currently happening too. Then the Blacks. Hate has a tendency to do that. Become an ever-growing pit that'll never be satisfied. Because
that's because you people keep talking about it.
Hatred is their brand. It's all they have to make up for the fact without it.
I'm brown, black, and I look white.
Underneath all of that filth, after all.
I am quite literally everything that you fucking people love and hate at the same time. I'm brown, black mixed, and I look white as shit. Like, bro, talk about privileged from every fucking angle, am I right?
They're bullies, and they crave your engagement. So rather than personally, you engage the forces funding and feeding their nonsense. The ball's in everyone else's court now. Choose. How is this person actually saying all this stuff and including no evidence of the stuff that they're actually saying?
Yeah, meanwhile...
And the evidence that's out there shows that Anna has actually said worse things than
yeah.
evidence that these people actually have. They're making up a whole bunch
the evidence is heavily stacked against them. And the fact that they're kind of like, no, it isn't, even though it like clearly overshadows them is like, chef's kiss.
bunch of stuff to get angry
at. Oh my god, I love to see it, dude.
Like they're actually doing a lot of the stuff that they're accusing people of, and then this guy's actually demanding
the hypocrisy.
People, companies, organizations, that they take action against other people.
Then he tries to play the black card. So stupid.
Article. Okay, let's see what Leaflit has to say about the thumbnail. This is not about the Vice article.
Yeah, fucking damn it! There's 3 of us now. Let's see. Can I like be here? Yeah, fuck it. I'll be in the middle. I'll be like a child in the middle between mom and dad.
And this video from Leaflit is from yesterday, but still, you'll get some context.
First off, this was brought to my attention, guys. Okay, listen, guys, I can explain. Okay, I can explain. First off, I didn't make this thumbnail. Julio made this thumbnail. Okay, first off. Second off, the background isn't even my thumbnail. The background is his thumbnail. Why did I allow it? Yeah, because I look at every single thing that people post on YouTube. Also, look, to be honest, I don't really care that much. Like, because this thumbnail.
I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought this was her thumbnail. No, it's not. It's his fucking thumbnail.
The background is my thumbnail. But anyway, people changed it because there's like a sad face. No, it's not testing. I'm gonna explain to people that don't post on YouTube. Okay, there's a thing called thumbnail testing where you post 3 different thumbnails. Guys, I don't like slavery. Okay, I know slavery, but it's only in there to be bad. That's the whole point, is that it's bad.
So yeah, Leaflit.
Oh my god, she's so pure. We love Leaflit.
Where her face is on it because, you know, react video stuff going on.
Yeah.
But leave it to very honest journalists to take that out of context, put it in some slop article, and manipulate.
It's so funny. I love it.
That are simply not true. And they have the nerve to talk about people like rage baiting and only making content to hate. Like I said earlier, 0 self-awareness with these people. Oh, by the way, if any chance Leaflit is watching this video, because I know sometimes Leaflit has watched some of my videos, I heard you can like help me with my VTuber. So
hey yo,
if
let's go.
Leaflit's response, but out of curiosity,
Leaflit Hero collab. Let's fucking go.
It's long. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. And spoiler alert, I already watched like the first minute. But it's interesting.
Okay, he goes away. I'll
yeah,
stay here for a bit.
Here too. So we'll play some of this and take a brief look.
I investigate a country where slavery is still legal. That is so crazy. I mean, I know it's real. I know because you hear
fucking good.
That, like slavery is like legal in like some places, but like how does it work? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
United States of America, where slavery is illegal under the 13th Amendment if you've been convicted of a crime.
You can be
Oh, it's this. South Korea has this. What? Why are we acting like this is some big fucking controversial deal? Yeah, like you can either go to prison and live in prison, or you can work your sentence off in the field for like $7.50, which is the federal minimum wage. like either or, you're still going to be making money. Like they still pay you in prison, you know, for the work you do there and whatnot. But yeah, I know what this. I know this is. South Korea has the exact same shit, and during the whole Johnny Somali shit, which is still going on, I believe, people were making fun of the fact that he was gonna be a cabbage picker soon, and a lot of people were like, some people didn't get it, and they were like, "What does that mean?" And I also didn't get it at first. So, but then they explained that it's like in South Korea, prisoners can work off their time if they want to. And they can go to the cabbage fields and start picking cabbage from the fields. And that's essentially their sentence. And they do that instead of staying in the prison all fucking day. And yeah, like same concept, just a different country.
Slavery, it smells like slavery, it sounds like slavery, it's slavery.
Turns out, when Abraham Lincoln abolished slavery by ratifying the 13th Amendment in 1865, they left in one little exception: convicted criminals.
You locked up? They're gonna slave the to you. Like everyone's slave, not just black people, everyone now.
And refusal to work can be met with harsh punishment.
Non-discrimination, bro.
Loss of privileges like visitation, phone calls.
Wait, really? Is this about America?
The thing, what they're not saying though is that they still pay you. To my knowledge, they still pay you. Like people have gone to prison and said like, "Oh yeah, we still get paid for the shit we do." So like, unless it's fucking different state per state, you know, I could be wrong, but they're still getting paid. Just they're getting paid slave fucking wage.
Commissary access, recreation time, family visits, good time credits, and access to books, hygiene products, and snacks. And the prisoners that do make small amounts of money can have up to 80% of their earnings deducted for various prison-related expenses before they see any of it.
Yeah, which is why it's $750.
Who benefits from their labor?
Oh, okay, I see. 7 states throughout all 50 don't actually pay the prisoners. Okay, cool. So I was somewhat right. You see, I was somewhat right. Like I said, I could be wrong, and I was. 7 states actually are slaves.
Does America
Would you look at that?
Financial upside in locking more and more Americans in prison to maintain a steady.
This is crazy. I didn't know. I don't know about this. This is gonna be interesting. But I'm gonna be real. I don't think it's the same thing as slavery.
It's not the same thing.
I think this is like a weird. This is a weird take.
Okay, so let's pause there. She goes on to say that she'll like hear the rest of the video out, hear the take out. But I can say this much. I do actually watch a lot of prison YouTubers. And from what I've heard from various prison YouTubers, a lot of the people in prison actually want the jobs. Like it's actually something a lot of them try to get. They will try to sign up.
Yeah, because the thing about those jobs is that they can lead to certifications, and those certifications transition to outside of prison once you get out. So if you're there, if you're not doing a life sentence, you're just there for like, let's say 5 to 10, you could get a job, get a lot of these certifications in prison for free, mind you, other than the fact that you're in prison. And if you manage to come out alive and unchanged, depending on the type of prison it is, mind you, you can use those certifications and those skills to try and get a job. And because of the I think it's the American Fairness Act, it's one of those it's an act that you can't discriminate against someone who's been in jail for work purposes. Like it can't, like because they're a convicted felon can't be the reason you can't hire them, is what I'm trying to say. I just can't word it fucking properly.
And get that position, for example, working at the cafeteria or working outside, working maintenance, whatever the position may be.
Construction.
Because it gives them something to do. It gives them money to spend on commissary. And like, for example, like working in cafeteria, some of these people will try and take some stuff back to the cell that they can then use for themselves. You know, you're not supposed to do this, but you might take some extra food if it, you know, you won't get caught doing it. Take it back to your cell, use it for yourself, or try and trade it to another prisoner for something. All that aside, though, clearly, once again, Leaflit is not advocating for slavery, despite what some people are trying to say, and not just journalists.
The dumbest shit.
On Twitter, you know, Twitter police over there too. Let's take a look at what some of the Twitter cops are saying.
No shot. They're fucking all right. Cool.
I believe the bent person is a friend of Anna, by the way, that vice journalist. So I'm so tired shows the thumbnail. of Leaflit's reaction to that other person's video and their thumbnail. And this other Twitter person saying, not all VTubers, but it's always a VTuber.
Not all VTubers, but it's always
based off the thumbnail.
Bruh.
And they haven't watched like a mere like 30 seconds of the video itself or whatever. And once again, the editor clearly thought this was like a funny look. Like, we'll give it that title. We'll put like Leaflet's expression like that. As we know, she's not literally advocating for slavery or anything like that. And these people are massively...
That's a great thumbnail.
That video.
That's a hilarious ass fucking thumbnail.
But of course, they'll get mad in the comments and try and like spread some...
It just gave me an idea for mine. It's going to be so bad.
YouTuber being racist or homophobic or even just straight up being a Nazi. Because reacting to a video about prison labor makes you those things, apparently. They all saw a VTuber successfully and realized, I could do this too. And yeah, we're not going to go through all the brain rot. But
it's always grifting, dude.
Or not even trying. Like,
I got called fucking... It's so stupid. Someone I know called me an alt-right furry, and it was just like, what? Like, I didn't give a shit about the fact that he called me alt-right. In my mind, what I cared about was, how the fuck am I a furry? What about this model speaks furry? The fucking... Oh shit, that fuck. That's not what I meant to do. Fucking the wings, that makes it a furry. It's an angel, dumb fuck. The other model, the fucking this one, let's see. Nope, that ain't it. What the fuck is it? Fucking this one. This one's a devil, you fucking moron. The only thing I can think of is he saw a fucking video where I had this one, but that would be an old ass video. That's all I can think of. And I don't even use this model anymore. Oh my fucking god. It's just mind-boggling. I was just like, bro, I don't give a fuck. And I told a friend that, and they were like, wait, that's what you had an issue with? And I'm like, yes, I don't give two shits. One of my fucking first videos that's recommended whenever I go to my page is me. The fucking thing in the thumbnail is me wearing a MAGA hat. You think it's some hidden secret that I'm fucking conservative? No. Like, bruh, it's fucking goofy.
About Leaflit, based off the thumbnail and the title, and they haven't watched like a mere like 30 seconds of the video itself or whatever. And once again, the editor clearly thought this was like a funny look. Like, we'll give it that title.
It is fucking hilarious.
Like that. As we know, she's not literally advocating for slavery or anything like that. And these people are massive.
Is this like AI also? Because this looks like it's AI. Funny enough.
Missing the point of that video.
Yeah, slavery is back. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I love it.
Mad in the comments and try and like spread some political brain rot here like this. I swear it's every other week since like February. I've heard of random VTuber being racist or homophobic or even just straight up being a Nazi. Because reacting to about prison labor makes you those things apparently. They all saw a VTuber grift.
What if I am?
I can do too. And yeah, we're not going to go through all the brain rot, but there's over 100 comments of people trying to get mad at Leaflit, or not even trying. Like,
Leaflit doesn't give two shits, dude.
Something that she hasn't even done. But yeah, that's how Leaflit.
She's out here living rent free in their heads.
Online Twitter users upset at her, and some like weirdo Vice author, whatever journalist person mad at her too. Maybe they're upset that most people aren't buying their whole Kirsch narrative or something, so they're getting increasingly desperate. Who knows? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, and it's so fucking funny that they're actually trying this shit and it's not working. Like, Leaflit gives two shits and Kirsch is literally just laughing it off. Like, this is just working in their favor. Like, this quote unquote like negative exposure that they're trying to paint it as is actually just really positive exposure for them. But anyways, let me know what you all think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube just, and I'll catch you all in the next one later. Leaflit!